to House of Shachah podcast. We are really, really glad that you've joined us. This has been a hot season. Hot season is an understatement. We have been gleaning by God's grace through the life of a fantastic vessel that God has been using, which is important for us because it's good to have examples in our context that lead us or that, trailblaze for us the paths of ministry, the paths of music ministry, the paths of worship ministry, as it were. And that is none other than Bethu. Watch and introduce Bethu. Yes, and of course I am joined by a very able host, Wakili. Yeah. Bethu, did you know that Kevo is an advocate of the High Court of Kenya?
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
You mean he already told you that?
No. I knew. I did my research.
He could not, no, he told you.
He did his research.
I did my research.
Are you sure he didn't tell you, FYI?
Oh, by the way, no.
Nigenda Alliance niggas.
Acha nikwambie ndio kwa maana hizi mashule zingine zina exist for the sake of godly humility. So karibuni sana. This is episode. Can you imagine? This is episode 4.
Yes,
wow.
Yes.
Of very, very beautiful journey. Yes. It's a very flowing journey. Yeah. So if this is episode 4, it means you need to stop and go back to episode 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Call your friends, call your family, distribute these episodes to your worship teams, and let us glean, the amazing, amazing revelations that we've been gleaning from these episodes.
Yes.
So Kevo,
yes,
we've come from episode 1.
Yes.
What did you pick from episode 1? Just quickly before we go into today's.
So from episode 1, understanding the foundation of your skill.
Yeah.
Alianza na kutuambia how he he even auditioned at Tasker Project for you.
Even actually, before that, even how he began.
Yes.
How he just ventured into singing.
Yes.
In the year of our Lord 2006. it's a
year
very.
Of our Lord is wild.
The year of our Lord 2006.
That's wild.
Yes, it's wild. It's good.
Yeah. So just getting and the right foundation.
Wow.
So that's something I really blessed my heart.
Yeah. And we went to episode 2, where we saw a catapulting of God, several years from the time he had started, and what God has been doing. So the birthing of the album, and we also saw the journey of that very album. Very beautiful journey that was filled and interspersed with prayer and heavy Bible study. Very intentional Bible study, friendship, unity, and skill. And it was, and I think we can now when I sit down and listen to that album, coming down,
perspective.
Now, from Outcry coming, I can fully take it in 3D, because I can see it, Sometimes you just sense it in your spirit. There's someone who sings and you say, no, that man has been with the Lord. Vis-a-vis when you've actually heard the story and you say, now that merged with sensing God's presence in that production is very beautiful.
Yeah. Then we moved into Humans of Eden, the birthing of Humans of Eden, what it brought about, and just understanding that it's from being obedient to the voice of God.
Yeah.
Started off as ni kama Gen Z akiprotest. But hapo katikati God ako like wewe.
It started with a beautiful crisis into a beautiful encounter and into a season, a very deep season of just studying the beginnings. Allow me to say that.
Wow.
And it backed that. And Kev was in that last production. We can't even call it an album. We can just call it a production.
I clarified.
It's a live immersion.
Yeah, we did a briefing.
So but me, I was not briefed, but I'm in the spirit.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just flowing. Yeah. And here we are today.
Yeah.
The Bethu that started in episode 1 when he was 19 years old and when God was dealing with him through ministry still, which is really amazing because everything around, the context around your ministry, even before singing, around your gifting has been ministry, even before singing and even now into singing. That is that totally different man that we have today. So I think we want you to speak into how, because now you're a family man. And not just a family man, your itinerary has taken a new form in that it is not just your family only. Your life still continues. And so the ministry, family balance, or family life balance, so to say. But mostly we just want to confine it to ministry. How has that been? How are you doing? Is there a secret that you can share with us? Is there something that God has been giving you in terms of wisdom on that aspect of balance that you can speak into even before Kev takes us to the second aspect of today's discussion, just on the family ministry balance?
Wonderful. Thank you for that question.
Welcome.
I married an amazing woman.
Come on, somebody. Amesema amazing. Nani woman.
Truly she is. She is so impressive and competent in what she does, but she truly loves the Lord.
Amen.
She truly loves the Lord. And she does not like the spotlight. And so she is such a blessing to me and our daughter and our family.
Wow.
And we thank the Lord for her and her ministry. She also disciples young women. She's an author of 3 books.
Ooh.
She has done so much in the way of advancing the kingdom of God.
Wow.
And so I just want to honor you, babe.
Come on.
Hey. Flowers. Kama kuna maifetu hivi ndani ziekeni
bana. Watu wanakuwa wanaduku.
na mtu tuwe kwa frame kwa hii frame sasa zile ana address.
Kwa sababu ona ndio na
Who are we?
hapa.
And even as I honor her, it's also important for me to honor the season I am in.
Correct.
As a married man and a father, as a husband and a father. And you talked about something so important, ministry, life balance, but just ministry balance. And when I look at ministry in its entire scope, it's service as unto the Lord, as unto the Lord, as unto people. And I prefer not to use the word balance because I find that word balance is imbalanced to me. So I just want to use the word priorities and understanding the season I'm in. For example, a tree cannot be in 2 seasons at the same time. It cannot be in winter and in summer at the same time. It's either in summer or it's either in winter.
Yeah.
So every season has its place in God's plan and purpose. And so the season I'm in ministry is largely communicated by my season as a husband and my time as a husband and a father, which I normally say, you can't, these are long commitments. These are seasons of long commitment. So I want to prioritize my relationship with my wife. I want to prioritize my relationship with my daughter. I do understand by prioritizing these relationships, I'm saying no to other things. And I have to consistently tell myself to say no, because as we've heard the past 3 episodes, I can be in a rush. I can have many things going on.
Correct.
And so,
and even where your ministry has reached right now, I think the demand has not gone lower. It's actually going higher for your ministry.
It is true.
Across different platforms.
I agree. Yeah. And when we say balance, we assume that everything has equal weight.
Wow.
And that everything has equal stand. But that's not true. Not everything has equal weight and equal stand. Biblically also, not everything has equal weight. In fact, in Corinthians, Paul says those things of first importance. That Christ died. He was crucified, died, crucified, and resurrected. crucified, died, resurrected, in that order. And those are things of first importance. And Jesus in Revelation talks about you have forgotten your first love. You've left your first love, and there are other things they chased. So the case for divine priorities is actually very strong biblically. And when I translate that into my life, it's understanding the season I'm in as a husband who's in ministry.
Yes.
As a husband who is in ministry but also has his life, that God is growing and strengthening, as a father. And so I have to value things differently. So it's not about balance, it's valuing. So I value my family time. And because I value my family time this season, everything else will be woven around it, And just to understand for me the place that seasons change, these are different seasons where it won't be as heavy. We won't have to wake up at night because baby has woken up.
Has grown up.
So
you're no longer sleep training.
Exactly, you're no longer sleep training. She's no longer like on a strict, or rather on a schedule, firm schedule for her sleep training. So there are those seasons that come, and understanding those seasons will allow me to surrender to the will of God better. Like, it's okay. I'm not meant to do this season, and it's fine. In this season, I'm not meant to be doing the things I used to do 10 years ago at this time. No, this is a different season. And if I honor this season, God will honor me with fruitfulness in the future.
Honor this season.
Yeah.
That is a statement I usually use a lot, by the way. Honor your season.
Yeah.
I think what you're saying also is, and what I'm hearing is, there's a God order to things. Like Ecclesiastes says that there's, process, there's a procedure, there's everything, there's a time for everything, and a procedure for everything under the sun.
Yeah.
When we understand the God order of things, we don't even need to feel as if we are bargaining or we are favoring anything, or we are just being obedient in the God order, because the God order says God first, meaning you should be intimate with the Lord more than you're intimate with anyone else. And then after that, if you have a family, and we all do, your family should come number two. So and that takes a new turn when you get a wife, because a wife is not the same as any other. Like, the attention needed there is higher, because with your siblings you can give a call here, you don't even need to see each other the whole day. But when it comes to marriage, it's totally different. God order. So are you then saying, and I know you said this before, I don't know if you can remember, Kevo, that you must have first things first.
First things first.
Yeah,
it's important. Marriage is a covenant. Covenant is faithfulness. It's many things, but when I think about covenant, it's faithfulness. And the thing about faithfulness takes intentionality. And intentionality has to have priorities. First things first. Values. Like, I want to call Kevo. I want my friendship with him to thrive. I have to make time. I have to be very conscious that he doesn't like to be called past 8 p.m. So I have to do it between maybe 3 or 4. So there's that effort that goes into that. Because, again, it's covenant. It's me, my wife, God. We formed this bond. And so there's no other bond on earth. That's even my daughter.
Wow.
We don't share the same bond as my wife. We have not been joined. No. She's going to be joined to someone. I've been joined to my wife. And let no man put asunder. And so this requires tending to. It requires tilling. It requires watering. It requires understanding. For all those years, I have been normed and cultured in a different home. as well as she.
Yes.
And so there's that coming together,
Yeah.
And being able to understand, that ministry now looks different, because I'm tending to this garden.
Yes.
Or it can look different in different seasons, but at this particular season, we are tending to the garden. So again, to go back to the question, balance, I don't do very well with balance. And so, but I have to learn how to communicate well that this season I have to be strong in my vocabulary for no.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm not available.
Yeah.
If someone asks a reason, then I give them a reason that is close to, what I'm comfortable in sharing.
Yeah. If you have to.
If I have to,
Yeah.
if I have to, you don't have to, I know is also an answer, right? Yeah, it's a full statement.
It's a standing answer.
Yeah. So with ministry, and I'm still learning. I'm really learning how to humble myself before the Lord, before Christ, to be able to honor my wife with the intentionality she deserves, to be able to honor our ministry together, to be able to honor the ministry God has called us to, and the ministry that I serve in as a church worker. It really takes intentionality, and I pray that the Lord will grace me with the strength to continue to understand the depth of that intentionality.
Wow. When you talked about saying no and making it an answer, there's a group of friends that I have, of Jamas that we sing with. And so every time we get an invitation from a church, what we do is we put up a poll in the group and then ask guys to sign up. And there's this one brother of ours, when that poll was put up, he just went straight into not available. And guys were like, hey, si hata ungetake time kwanza ufikirie. I was like, no, that day is my anniversary with my wife.
Wow.
I will choose my wife. And I remember I responded and I was like, bro, I would do the same thing, man.
That's
so I understand you.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I think a man has to have what we call irreducible minimums. A threshold
good.
Beyond you.
Yeah. And also understanding that you can say no. For so many musicians out there, I know even by the mere fact that they've watched this past 3 episodes, someone is so jazzed. It's like, you know what? Let's do this. And they also need to know that no is part of the growth. That you don't have to say yes to everything because you are growing your skill. Sometimes it is okay to say no.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. You pass up opportunities because you know you're not ready, and it's not because of anything to do with pride, but it's because you have a vision greater than that opportunity. And you constantly appraise your skill when it comes to not outwards with people out there, but where you believe God has called you to. So, and it's very important because sometimes we can be stuck with comparison, and comparison is not just external. It's I compare myself to myself 10 years ago. That's why I can get stuck in the present and not be able to move forward in life, at different things. But I can also compare myself to the future of where I want to be, and get stuck. Analysis paralysis. And so I think even saying no, and by what I'm saying, building the vocabulary of no, is also, as you build that vocabulary, you're generous in communication. You're understanding of your why. And of course, he said it so well, you don't have to explain the reasons of why you are not showing up, but it's good to have a circle of people who understand the season you're in, or rather you've communicated the season that you're in as an accountability. Or we can get stuck
people
and become
who bear the small print.
Exactly. We can become recluses, just self-centered or self-indulgent in our skill, in our gift, and I've seen that. And for a season, I've been that also. You're not even talking to anyone, or you don't want to leave the house, but God has called us into community. So it has to be done again in context of community.
So it's a delicate balance.
It's such a that's that word again. It's a delicate balance there. It's a balance, and it's only.
Sorry for using the word balance.
No, it's not. I'm not
like
antagonizing.
I must enter it.
No. I'm not antagonizing the word balance.
But you know what I meant in this context.
It's simply to understand that the way God set up our faith, it's done in community. And so whenever we got caught up within up and ndani huku, then we miss what God is doing in a season. Sometimes we can even miss what God is doing around us, just within us. And so we have to be in community, in a community of faith. People who are like, okay, you're taking a time off, good. How long? 3 months?
Why?
Fine. Why? Exactly. And people you've invited in to ask those questions, you know, and to cause your ego to deflate, you know, because ego is a bubble, right? And so it's an illusion that you're a strong man yourself. And so people who just tell you, I know you did a good song, but it's not so good. So you need to go back to the studio, or
that's not your potential.
Because they know you. They know you. And so when we are in community, then we are not, the praises of men do not define us. And ego doesn't destroy us, because we already know that our calling. We know that in this season I'm not going to be focusing on music so much, because I have a family to take care of, and I'm figuring out this rhythm, this balance. So in this season, I'm in school. When this season, I'm in work, and it's okay. And sometimes I think we put on too much pressure in trying to do everything. And of course, when you try to do everything, then we do nothing well.
Come on. Karibu andike ngoma tena. Unajua hivyo ndio nini?
Hivyo tu inaweza
andika hivyo akasema necessity
yes. I think I'm going to ask the question. What are your thoughts on legacy? How do you see legacy where Bethu is concerned? What is the inspiration for your legacy?
I can't remember who said this, but I love how they put it. The legacy is not just what you leave for people, it's what you leave in people. And we can see the legacy of faith in Timothy through her grandma, his grandma and the mother. We can see the legacy of faith throughout the Old Testament. Comes to Abraham and his children. And so the best thing I would give people, I'd want to live in people, is a love for God. Just a love for his presence. I don't think there's really much. If it's in music, if it's in my 8 to 5, if it's drawing, if it's painting, if it's my dancing, whatever. I just perhaps an awareness that the presence of the Lord is real. And he's available to us and accessible.
And a love for him.
I think that's what I'd want to live for people. Live in people. For people, I'd love to live for people a catalogue of artistic expressions that communicate the heart of God in a way that perhaps they never had before.
Wow.
You know, when you say what you've said, it really makes me get more convinced that music is not really, you know, when someone says I am a worship minister, it's not really because you sing. You get, it becomes one of the tools that God uses for you to minister to people. So when you say that you want people to experience the love of God, it can come when you dance. And someone looks at you dancing and is like, I love the way you're dancing.
Wow.
And because you're dancing for Jesus, man, I love Jesus.
Or I want to love God that way.
Because,
it's true.
And then when it comes to singing, and they're like, man, the way you belt out that note, it's so beautiful. I would love to do that to my Lord, whether or not I'm singing in the right.
I love that. I love that.
So that you're not, someone is not really put in that box where you feel that, you know, my ministry is in singing. But it's really not. Singing is a tool.
It's such a
the ministry is way and beyond.
Such a profound reality, because you could be baking and loving the Lord at it. There are people who have encountered God through people's cooking. You know, there are people who've encountered God through nursing and care.
Yeah.
Nursing care. So it's literally a case of 3:23 to 24 Colossians, where it says, with everything that you do, do it as unto the Lord. That means everything is converted to worship and it's presented to Lord as an offering. So whatever you're doing, it appeases the Lord. It's pleasant to the Lord because it connects with the heart of God through your obedience to Him. Yeah.
Oh,
Are there nuggets from the series that we've heard that you'd love to leave? I've got so many questions. Time fails us. I even wanted to ask you, and I think this is me asking, what would you say to us as young people?
he just said
Being
them
faithful.
as young
Yeah,
people.
it's not even ticklish because we are young. Isn't it?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, what are yes? What are yes?
Huh?
Kivu people would actually think you're 22 at this juncture. So now let us continue. So what would you tell someone in terms of seasons, being faithful as a young person, so that even when you enter marriage, and marriage is not a hindrance, marriage is just the unveiling of a new season that is so beautiful. The dynamics inside there are unique. Yeah, just like a toddler is not the same as a teenager. You know, like there's no hindrance. At now as a teenager, I've been hindered from breastfeeding. I've been hindered from crawling. No. Or from doing whatever children do. It is just the unveiling of a new season and with beautiful dynamics. How can we live as young people who are in ministry? Young people, you can just address them, who are in ministry, being faithful, so much so that when they transition to the next, they don't, like you say, they're not stuck into what they didn't do or what they can't do then, but they know that they've been faithful in the seasons. They've been honoring the seasons. That is number one. And number two, any other nugget that you have. And then Kevo is going to conclude for us.
I'd go back to John 15, which is abide in me and I in you. And I think that, to me, there isn't a scripture that has such profound depth when it comes to faithfulness as that one. And it calls us to a place where we are, again, that's the word, intentional, about beholding Christ, beholding His beauty. It may look different in different seasons. We may have to be creative in different seasons about our time with the Lord. However, abide. And abiding is stay. Remain there. When it's rough, remain there. When it's joyful, remain there. When the seasons change, remain there. And you'll find that as you remain, you're going to be an evergreen. As Psalm chapter 1, the tree that is planted by the waters, it bears fruit in every season. So in every season, you will bear fruit because you remained. But there needs to be that growing of your root. There needs to be both growing downwards and upwards. There needs to be a strengthening for you to be able to bear fruit in every season. So remain in the presence of the Lord, regardless of the trends of the times, of the popularity of the seasons, of the popularity of the public opinion. Remain in the presence of the Lord.
Wow. Abide. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Betu, for your nuggets. Thank you for just laying your life bare for guys out there. I know sometimes kuna conversations and you go like, hey, should I really talk about this? But by you just being raw about it and candid about it, I promise you, there's someone out there who's being impacted. Starting with me, starting with Matu.
Completely.
So thank you so much for your yes again. I know it took a while for us to get to where we've gotten to. We would be calling you back again for other episodes, having more conversations about worship.
Waiting for your phone call.
I'll say.
You had it.
It's on record. It's on record. I mean.
So let's just finish. I cannot wait. Let's finish the episode.
So guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for staying tuned. If you haven't watched the previous episodes, please go back and watch them. I promise you, you will learn a lot. We are learning a lot, and we thank God for the opportunity to have such a blessed man of God to be with us. We promise you that we will bring others because perspective is important. You learn from different people, you get different ideas, you get different understanding on things, and the more, the better for us. So if you have any questions, again, weka hapo kwa comment section. Put the questions, encourage us pali unaona tunafanya vizuri pia so that we know manze we are on the right track. Thank you so much for joining. See you on the next episode.
Many blessings.
Yeah.